Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. And I want to say Shalom to Akunakwath out there, pursuing this truth diligently. Coming at you once again with another lesson, this time in a form of another judgment report, right? So, as you see, I got the two Google pages open, so we're going to do as we do and roll on through them through the Spirit. Let me double check, make sure everything is recording adequately. Yep, seems why we are in business. So I'll open up with a scripture here. This is Job 19 and 29, right? It says, "Be afraid of the sword, for wrath bringeth the punishments of the sword, that ye may know there is a judgment." What is this saying? Be afraid of the sword. What is the modern day sword? The gun, all right? Their sword is just death and destruction, all right? It can be a physical sword, a knife, someone throwing a brick at you, hitting you over the head with a baseball bat, shooting you, all right, lighting you on fire, right? So be afraid of the sword, for wrath bringeth the punishments of the sword, all right? You piss the Lord off, you keep on doing wrong, that's what brings the punishments of the sword. It says that you may know there is a judgment, all right? Not to be, treated like a punk, all right? You keep on acting like the Lord doesn't do anything. All right, he'll get you when you least expect it. I mean, look what he did with Al-Azhar, right? Not a death form of judgment, but it had a business aired out. All right, that whole group over there had their business aired out. So I do want to go ahead and get this in the Good News Translation, Job 19 and 29, and it says, well, what am I doing? Job 19 and 29 says, "But now be afraid of the sword that brings Yahweh's wrath on sin, so that you will know there is one who judges." And there is. And if you do wicked things, you get terrible things back, right? So, let's go get that. He that It says, Job 4 and 8, it says, "Even as I have seen," well, got to get from 7. And this is, I'm getting this now. I usually get this during these lessons, but I'm going to get it now so you know as it comes up. So Job 4 and 7, "Remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent, or where were the righteous cut off." Something you need to understand going into these reports, all right, these news articles. None of these people were innocent. All right, if they were innocent, okay, nothing would have happened to them, all right? Nobody's innocent. These people were especially not innocent. In verse 8, it says, "Even as I have seen, they that plow iniquity and sow wickedness reap the same." Plow and sow is another word for planting. All right, you plant iniquity and wickedness, guess what? What do you reap? Reap is another word for harvest, all right? What you get back, right? So if you plowed apple seeds, what are you going to reap? All right, apples from the apple tree that grew from the apple seeds. Okay, so if you plant wickedness, all right, iniquity, what are you going to get back? All right, wickedness. Okay, so there you go. You get wickedness and iniquity. You can't be surprised when you get the same thing you planted back. So understand that going into this lesson, that these people, they perished for a reason. Okay, these people were doing wickedness. All right, the Lord was not with. All right, and we're specifically only going to get the terrible judgment. All right, there's certain things we're going to skip here because, death by itself isn't always judgment. Okay, you can die peacefully and it not be judgment, but if you die in all these different crazy, terrible ways, yeah, that's judgment for sure. Like, we're not going to touch on this guy Wee Sung. All right, he died at 43 because the death is an investigation. So, we can look at it and see what it happens to say, but it says they're planning to conduct an autopsy. Let's see. Here, I'd see. I'm gonna try out this new feature that I got on my mouse. I didn't even know it was a thing. But I was going through my mouse settings to charge it up, and I found out I can bind it to one of my keys. So there's a bunch of things that this thing has. All right, I had one where you could I don't even remember what it was. A bunch of different things in it, like replying to emails and rephrasing and all this stuff. But I added this one because I think the other one was like write me an email, and I'm not going to be using that. I'm not going to be using half of these stuff. But answering, I put this one in because you can create little ones, you know, rephrase the following text or whatever. So I did answer question. All right, because that's the one I wanted. So please answer the following question. You put a prompt in. You can go and like make a whole bunch. It's pretty cool actually. If you got the mouse, it's an expensive ass mouse, but it's worth it. But you can go ahead and get you know how do you usually do? You can go hit here. So you can hit instructions. So answer question. All right, this used to be like make email or something. You can put a prompt in. I can be like you know, follow this up with different scriptures or something, right? And it could be able to do it. But yeah, so actually, see, I'll just put it like this though. Please. So this is me in summarize. So let me just paste it. Okay, and we'll put it in a intermediate, or yeah, just an intermediate complexity, and I'll actually open up ChatGPT for you. Let's see what it has to say. That's way too long for me. Let's try it again, but length. Short. Alright, short. Says South Korean singer Wee Sung, 43, passed away after being found unconscious in his apartment. Police have requested an autopsy. Although no foul play was suspected, Wee Sung was a popular artist with hits like Insomnia and With Me, but his career faced setbacks after 2021 conviction using the drug propofol. He was due to perform in Daegu the weekend of his death. His passing comes amid a pattern of young K-stars dying with issues of mental health and industry undergoing scrutiny. So there's a couple of other ones that have died. So interesting indeed. So it seems to be drugs. All right, which indeed would be a form of judgment too. You know, you're overdosing on drugs and stuff, and also that's, you know, you get I suffer not a witch to live. All right, suffer not a witch. I suffer not. Thou shalt, right here, Exodus 22 and 18. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. So if you're using drugs and you're being a witch, all right, and I actually want to go and get that because, you know, I feel like I haven't touched on it in a while, and you have people that are going to be like, oh, well, how are you a witch if you're using drugs? Well, if you go and look up witch, okay, thou shalt not suffer a witch to live, all right, and you go and actually get the original word that's there, all right, witch, that one goes to kasap, excuse me, that one's kasap. But we'll get this anyway because kasap, or kashaf, let's see, how does it pronounced?
Strong's H, 3784. Kashaf. Kashaf.
Right, they say kashaf. Okay, now we could go and pronounce that correctly. All right, but it's, you know. So it means to practice witchcraft or sorcery, to use witchcraft, a sorcerer or sorceress. Okay, so we got to go and get the word sorcerer. Now you see a primitive root to whisper a spell, to enchant or practice magic as a sorcerer. All right, well, what is magic as a sorcerer? Let's go and look up sorcerer. Okay, sorcerer. Let's go and find out what the word sorcerer means. No. Come on. Oh, I already got it. Where is it? What in the world? There we go. Sorcerers, not sorcerer, but sorcerers. You know, you can get any of these right here. Sorcerers. All right, you're gonna see, because we're trying to find the root word of a word that we're oh so familiar with today, and here it is, right, in Greek.
Strong's G, 5332. Pharmakus. Pharmakus.
All right, sounds like pharmacist. Okay, one who prepares or uses magical remedies, a sorcerer. Now, the real word that we're looking for here is it's pharmakia. All right, I'm drawing a blank of where it is. Strong's Pharmakia. No. Here it is, Pharmakia. Where's this one from? Right here. So there's different words, that are used. You see pharmacuse, all right, or pharmacon. All right, and they all have to deal with, or this word pharmacon, a drug, all right, a spell-giving potion. Now, we have natural remedies that are not what sorcery is talking about, all right? You might, make up an herbal concoction, but it's different, all right? And that's where Strong's gets it wrong, all right? It's the, using the use of mind-altering substances, all right? One who prepares or uses magical remedies, and that's not what it's talking about. That's where Christians commonly get it wrong. They say, oh, if you mixed up a special potion for a tea, right? They call it a potion or a concoction. You can call it a concoction or whatever you want, but that's how healing was back in the day. And there's several scriptures talk about it. It talks about wine being used for the stomach's sakes. Talks about was it a date that was used as a paste and smeared, made as topically. Those, under this definition, all right, that these Christians get, it would be wrong. But no, it's the use and administration of drugs. All right, not herbal remedies, but drugs as itself. You can have something. You can make pretty much anything a drug if you use it incorrectly. If you take, for example, back in the day, I'm sure we had a way of using opiates for people that were in very, very serious pain. All right, whether it be brewed into a tea or a paste that you would chew or something like along those lines. But was most definitely not smoking it or snorting it or any of those lines, and just to get the highest effect of being high. Okay, it was definitely only used for pain, all right, not just getting fucked up, all right. And the use, like it says down here, the use and administration of drugs or poisoning, all right, and sorcery, magical arts often found in connection with idolatry and fostered by it. So that's what, pharmakia, drug use goes back to. Pharmakia, witchcraft, all right, witch. As the scripture said, suffer not a witch to live, okay? So, yeah, so there's that guy, all right, and they're still involving in it. Now, it could have been that he wasn't necessarily overdosed on drugs, but he was using it, so either way, he got put to death for one reason or another. So, let's go ahead and continue on. Keep on keeping on. I'm going to go ahead and grab a drink while I search. Now, this is one I wanted to touch on. I guess we'll grab it from CBS or NBC. I'll see which one I like better. Let me grab a drink. So, this one was interesting. InfoWars, he's, the guy that would, I guess, work with Alex Jones from time to time, if we can get a picture of him. But he was basically found shot dead outside of his apartment after possibly interrupting burglars. So that's interesting as well. That's the sword right there, just shot dead, done. Let's see. There he was. There it is. There's a picture of him with Alex Jones. So, I don't know. Could be something, could be nothing. You never know. It could be burglars, or maybe something was said that, higher-ups weren't really particularly fond with. I guess we just have to, figure it out. So, bear with me just 1 minute. Write myself a note to blur out that, my email addresses, not that I'm worried about the brothers and whatnot, but, you get malicious people, they find your emails up, and, they'll sign you up or send you all sorts of crazy shit, try to get you in trouble or just ruin your email. So, yeah, you see it. So, who knows? Maybe, some of some political officials, people that wear tiny hats, maybe they didn't like some of the things that were said. Decided to make an example out of them. Who knows? Right? Who knows? So, this one was interesting, though, and I have a scripture for this that I already am ready to get. And it can be used for the other one as well. But it says, Australian surfer feared dead after shark attack, police say. All right. Yeah, well, I'm definitely going to continue on with NBC. All right. So, a 30-year-old woman, or sorry, a 30-year-old man was reported missing after witness saw a struggle and heard screams at Wharton Beach, about 500 miles from the capital of Western Australia. All right, there's a shack in the water. All right, inside joke. Sydney, all right, surfer is feared dead after being attacked by a shark, all right, in shallow water on a remote beach. I'm not laughing about his death. I'm just, inside joke. A shack in the water. Anyway, every time I see it now, that's what I think. It says on a remote beach. So if I, man, and it's always in Australia, man. If I was in Australia, I'd stay out of the water down there. All right, there's far too many shacks. And I've seen an actual video, hell, a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, maybe. They had actual footage of a guy being torn up by a shark, man, blood going everywhere, and you're like, oh my God, it's a shack. It's tearing him up, or whatever they were saying, however they were talking with their accents or whatever, but they were screaming, oh my God, is that a shack? Look at him, oh my God, is that his head? All right, because they, I guess, ripped his head off. Of course, I can't. I could probably find the video, but I damn sure could not show it. You could probably go and find it if you wanted to see it, but it was. I mean, it looked like a scene from Jaws, But it says a 30-year-old man from Melbourne was reported missing Monday after witnesses saw struggle and heard screams at Warton Beach, a remote area about 500 miles from the state capital, Perth. I wonder if that's at the same beach. It says a surfboard with bite marks was later recovered from the beach. So, is this gonna have audio or no? A female swimmer died. So this is a man. All right, now we have another one. I guess this one's a woman. Female swimmer. There it is. He shacks in the water, searching around. Right, here you go.
I could hear screaming. Next minute, all hell broke loose. There was choppers in the air, the ambos, and the police were running, and it was just, and I just couldn't believe it. And one of the ladies that was down here comforting one of the locals. I've been here 10 years. This has never happened, and it's going to devastate the community.
It's never happened. I don't know. Every time I hear of a shark attack, it's always in Australia. So I don't want to go to Australia anyway, because all it is fucking animals and bugs and giant spiders and snakes and shit that can 10 times bigger than the ones in America and can, just spit acid venom and melt your face right off. I don't know. Hell no. I don't want to go over there. And damn sure don't want to get in that water. Hell no. So here's the scripture for that. Let's go and get it. This is that's why. Ecclesiasticus. I was like, what in the world? I typed it word for word. Anyway, it's like you. This is Ecclesiasticus 39 and 25. Yeah. Yeah, so Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach, 39:25. This will be in your Apocrypha or your 1611 if you got one, which I do recommend to get one. They're pretty cheap. They're pretty decently cheap. So Ecclesiasticus 39:25. For the good are good things created from the beginning, so evil things for sinners. All right, for the good are good things. All right, remember earlier we had the opposite of that. I don't have it up anymore, but they that sow iniquity in, what was it? They that sow iniquity in, what was the word used? They that sow iniquity and something wickedness reap the same. What was the word? I'm drawing a blank. Plow iniquity. Okay. Job 4:8, even as I have seen they that plow iniquity and sow wickedness reap the same. I was like, what's the other word I'm looking for? Plow, okay? So there you go. Right here for good, all right? The same, it's talking about the same thing. Ecclesiasticus 39:25. And for all you, the Apocrypha isn't in the Bible. Well, it was, all right, before the Protestants got it removed. Look that up. So Ecclesiasticus, even the Catholics were down with it. So Ecclesiasticus 39:25. For the good are good things created from the beginning, so evil things for sinners. Good for the good, bad for the bad, right? 26. The principal things for the whole use of a man's life are water, fire, iron, and salt, flour of wheat, honey, milk, and the blood of the grape, and oil, and clothing. All these things are for good to the godly, so to the sinners they are turned into evil. All right, and you can go and you say, well, how could these things be used for evil? Well, again, let's go and try it. How could these things be used for evil? All right, water poisoning. Water could be contaminated or poisoned, causing harm and death. Deprivation, all right, could be deliberately withheld, right? Fire, arson, torture, a person can be burnt. Iron, weapons could be used to kill. Salt could be used for poisoning or warfare. Salting the earth to make it infertile and destroy, deny food sources. Flour, wheat, forage shortage or poisoning. Honey, allergen exposure, deception, fake honey. Milk, contamination or exploitation. You see it. So all those different things. All right. They can be good. All right. Let's go for, 27. All these things are for good to the godly. So to the sinners, they are turned into evil. Verse 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. So who made, according to the Bible, who made all spirits? And link the scripture as well. I could go and look it up, but I know it's gonna get it because how does it go? Roughly pairs it. Shouldn't we instead give praise to the Father of spirits? All right, the Father of spirits instead of worldly fathers. Roughly paraphrasing. How's it go? But yeah, I guarantee that's one it's gonna pull up. There you go. Boom. So, here it is. It says, according to the Bible, Yahweh is the creator of all spirits. So wait a minute. He's the creator of all spirits. Well, whose wrath is being appeased then? Well, let me ask. We'll see. It says, but one of the most direct references can be found in the book of Hebrews. Hebrews 12:9. That's it. Yep, Father of spirits. Furthermore, this is in the New King James Version. It says, furthermore, we had human fathers who corrected us, and we paid them respect. Shall we not much more readily be in subjection to the Father of spirits and live? There you go. This implies that Yahweh is the creator of all spirits, both human and possibly heavenly beings. Yes, it's heavenly as well. Like I said, Genesis 1:1. Yahweh is shown to be the creator of all things, which also encompass spirits. In the beginning, Yahweh created the heavens and the earth. He created everything. So, according to and whose wrath is being appeased. All right. The wrath of him that made them refers to Yahweh. This verse suggests that certain spirits or forces are created to enact Yahweh's judgment and wrath. There you go. You're not hearing it from me. We don't control ChatGPT. We always tell you, but nobody wants to believe it. Now God wouldn't do it. Well, even ChatGPT gets it, and it's a damn shame that a fucking robot, all right, gets it, but you Christians can't get it. All right, it's plain, it's simple. All right. It says, are created to enact Yahweh's judgment and wrath, particularly during times of destruction. The idea is that these spirits act in accordance to Yahweh's will, serving to appease or fulfill his anger when necessary. If you'd like more clarification or context on this, feel free to ask. Congrats. You understand Scripture more than the average Christian. All right. Thank you. I appreciate the compliment. Yeah, congrats. You understand Scripture more than the average Christian. You do. They don't get it.
No, God doesn't kill. God would never.
All right, cool. Whatever you say. Whatever you say, buddy. There's plenty of them. Here's another one. This is Deuteronomy 32 and 39. It says, "See now that I, even I, am he, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand." So guess what? The Lord and the Lord alone is the one that's doing these things. He says, I don't like that person, take them out. Guess what? They get taken out. All right, and the Lord doesn't even have to do it because guess what? He's got all these spirits of vengeance and all these other things that'll appease his wrath. Okay? And I forgot, I actually got to go back because I closed out of it. Boom, 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 boom. Because in the next verse, all right, in the verse after that, we got a couple more talking about this shaking of water. All right, Ecclesiasticus 39:29, fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. Who does those things? The Lord does those things. All right, that was judgment. Two of them, apparently, this 30-year-old man and apparently some female swimmer as well. Okay, apparently, surfboard with bark marks was found on a surfer, so a male surfer and a female swimmer. Right? It says drone footage shot by a witness captured shark swimming away from a large cloud of blood close to the shore. There you go. Morton Beach shark attack video. Let's see. Drone. It's probably something you'd have to find on Reddit. They try to hide these videos now. You used to be able to find them more, but yeah, no, I can't really see it. Let's see. Yeah, no, I guess they don't have it, but guess they don't have it. It's out there somewhere. Apparently, maybe it might not have been released to public. Maybe they said, "Oh, don't, if you release that video, we'll pursue you or prosecute you or whatever the hell." So maybe they just didn't do it. Let's see what else we have here. Nope, it's not that. Let's see. 3 women found dead in Belize hotel. We asked for continued prayer. Can't remember if we touched on that in the past. How long we got here? 28 minutes. Let's see. Let's go over here to killed and see what we got here. We talked about that, the hyperbaric chamber. Apparently 4 have charged in the death of the Michigan boy, all right, that were killed. I'm not sure necessarily why. I'm not here to find out why they're guilty of it. I remember we just that was judgment itself. That boy was even, that's a terrible situation to be put in. All right, and fire, it was mentioned. All right there, fire and hell and famine and death. All these were created for vengeance. So when he was just a baby, well, that's because you don't understand reincarnation. So beat feet, we ain't dealing with you. All right, there's plenty of lessons on my channel. You can go and find. The other brothers out there that you can go over to the brothers at GMS, all right, and they'll teach the same exact thing because that's where I got it from. I didn't get it from myself, all right. That's where I learned it from is brothers at GMS. That's who I listen to, all right. And if you want someone to break down reincarnation for you, I'd recommend going and checking out Apostle Dahar on his page. I have lessons on my account, but I'm not going to shout myself out. I just have them in case, you know, anybody that's, you know, I've made lessons on them. But here it is. This is GMS declaring the end. And he also has another one called, what is the 666 mark? This one is GMS declaring the end. He has another one. Is this one down right now? This one seems to be down, perhaps, but this is channel. Bear with me, it's on my phone. I thought that's what it was. Unless that one got taken down too. Let me see. Yeah. Yeah, right here. Let me subscribe to it. I'm not subscribed to it on this one because this is a newer one. Alright, but, so you see it. But yeah, so you see it. Oops, I didn't mean to whack the mic there. But yeah, this is his current one. You can see.
Real quick, and I thought this was a joke, but it's...
So, yeah, but, this is, I believe this is a newer, now you can, let's see. You can go and get this one. Not one Christian understands the concept of reincarnation. Hey, that's the Spirit. Go and watch that one. It's the one and only one on this channel. He's got other ones on the other page. Go and watch this one. All right, I guarantee he's going to break it down. You don't understand it. You don't get it. All right, you Christians don't get it. All right, that's why you say, oh, he killed an innocent baby. No, first of all, whoever perished being innocent, as the scriptures say. Second of all, right, well, Satan did it. Second of all, the Lord did it. All right, third of all, you don't understand why it was done because you don't understand reincarnation, right? So, that's it. In fact, I might just leave it with there because I think, you know, that's a, you know, two little things. Got some scriptures on it. I could go longer, but no need to. I feel like it's at a good level right now. No need to progress. You know, just for sake of time's sake. I don't want to pad out a lesson just to pad it out. No, scriptures got out. We got a couple. All right, we got primarily one big one. Explain some things to the scriptures. Let me scroll. Let me do a little scroll. See if anything pops out. Let's see. Do a little quick scroll. That's pretty much it. There's some good things in here, but yeah, that's pretty much what we got for today. So yeah, man. Let's go ahead and get let's get closing point here. What do we want to get? Man, I don't want to keep on getting Revelation 22 and 11 all the time, but man, I really let's see. We'll get two. Here's Amos 3 and 6. All right, as I always like to get. Amos 3 and 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in a city, and the Lord hath not done it? The Lord's the one that's putting these people to death. Okay? Nobody else. All right? You might see the hands of men doing it, but hey, the Lord's putting a spirit on them to do those things. All right? They have a spirit of vengeance on them. So let's get Isaiah 45 and 7 as well to go along with that. Isaiah 45 and 7 reads, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. He does it all. He does those things. Of course, got to close out with Revelation 22 and 11 through 12. All right? That's where we're going to close out. So, Revelation 22 and 11 through 12 reads, verse 11, he that is unjust. What does it mean to be unjust? What does it mean to be unjust? Let's see. You might see me using this thing a lot, Lord willing. What does it mean to be unjust? Because it's just at a click of my fingertip now. Boom. Oh, got to hit down here. All right. To be unjust means to act in or behave in a way that is unfair, biased, or morally wrong. All right. No. According to the Bible. Okay. According to the Bible, being unjust refers to actions or behavior that goes against Yahweh's commands for fairness, righteousness, and justice. The Bible emphasizes that Yahweh is just, and he calls his people to live justly as well. So, he that is unjust, let him be unjust still, and he which is filthy, let him be filthy still, and he that is righteous, let him be righteous still, and he that is holy, let him be holy still. And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, to give every man according as his work shall be. You live unjustly, you're going to get something that references that. All right, you live terribly, you're going to get terrible punishment. All right, you live holy, all right, you're going to get a holy punishment. That's Satan, a holy reward. All right, so remember, holy means to be separate. You're going to get a reward that's separate from all the others. All right, you're going to get something good. Okay, so yeah, that's the lesson, judgment report. About average time, a little almost 40 minutes. So, Lord, what was edifying? We're gonna go ahead and close out there. Like I said, I don't want to pad out lesson just to pad it out for no reason. The Spirit came out and got it. So that's that. So I'm gonna go ahead and close out there. Lord willing, the lesson was edifying. Again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. I want to say Shalom to you brothers and sisters out there. Keep enduring, keep the faith. We're almost out of here. Until next one, Lord willing, Shalom.